Hey yo, what's up guys, it's Lemon here. Welcome to a different kind of video. Today is a cooking video. I don't know, just I was bored one day, had these ingredients, thought I might make a chicken pot pie. And here's the video. So basically, we're gonna start off with getting the chicken all shredded up. Let me do a little stupid little dance right there. Get the chicken all shredded up. Uh, just like shreds. Like you can obviously you can make it. You can use one chicken for this process. I'm using two because I'm making a bigger pot. Ingredients and the recipe will be down in the description below if you want to check it out. Sorry for this camera angle, you can't actually see what I'm doing with the chicken, but at least you know you get the basic idea that I'm trying to like shred it up, make it fine, and all that kind of stuff. So just continue with that. I'll let the video run through. I don't know if you want to watch all this, but it's basically just this. Now, while this is all happening, the whole reason of this is, I don't know, it was just like I got bored. It was my mom's birthday, and I was like, hey, if I have the the ingredients, I might as well make something. So I thought, why don't I make the chicken pot pie? It's a very nice dish. It's a very easy dish to make, quick. I put a few sides, but sadly you won't be able to see how I made the sides due to the fact that my camera has decided not to export any of the video files. It took me at least an hour to export each one of these video files. I don't know why, but that's just the way my camera wants to work. So sorry about that. You will see some of the cutting and stuff that I left in, obviously, just to show you that I actually, try to do this. That was a big chunk of chicken. But yeah, where was I going now? I completely lost my train of thought. At the end, obviously, you see the potatoes for a mash. If you would like to see me do a mashed potato, leave it in the comment below. Like, if you would like me to see you do it. What else? The vegetables, I will explain all at the end. But for now, you're trying to get the chicken really fine. Don't do what I'm doing and leaving like big chunks. I mean, it's nice and all, but you want to have like somewhat a fine thing, so like it kind of like melts in your mouth, kind of. But to be fair, I'm making for a big party, so obviously I don't want to like make tiny little pieces, which will make the dish really like too kind of not really thick enough. But yeah, so this took a while, but obviously the footage didn't come up because as I would have sped it up further and actually done a proper time lapse. So hence why I'm talking over this, because it's only 1 or 2 minutes long. But I'll let this play through, and when he gets to the next part, I'll explain. Alright, before we go any further, just a quick little thing. Look at the setup I'm working with right now. That is a piano box with my camera box on top of it, with my dad's old phone and my camera. These are the most dangerous thing I've ever done in my life. But hey, it's all for the video purpose. I'm doing it for you. It's for the views, for just to make it look good. The camera I'm using, as you can see by the box, is the D3400. It is a very beautiful camera. It takes amazing photos. But for some reason, the videos, they never come out of the camera. They just want to stay there, or they want to stay on the SD card. So I gotta get that SD card done. Now we see here, just took some garlic. This is for the chicken, like doing a sauteed chicken. It's gonna give it a little more flavor, because obviously it's very salty or very savory. The chicken is. So what I'm doing now is getting the garlic prepped up for the just to make the chicken have a little more flavor to it. And you will see what else ingredients I'll do. So just let this play through. It's a little bit of me chopping up and stuff. But while this is going on, I will explain to you what the next episode is, because I do have like a list of episodes I want to get out, and I have a list. So expect something big to come out. We have Blackout next. Obviously, COD 4 has been released this year, and it's really getting hype. And I really want to do a Blackout game. I played a few, got a few top 10s, and I'm really happy with that. But I've got to get that victory. Got to go for that victory. Obviously, the part 4 of Among the Sleep's coming out. Want to get that out. because obviously got to finish that series. You know, how does it end? But wow, crazy things happen, and trust me, it is crazy. It is very crazy, the ending. We have some World War II. I want to throw it back to the other game that by Activision, because I really like playing the zombies in World War II, but also the multiplayer. It's just something about the multiplayer that was just so beautiful. Nothing too much. I want to play more heists because I haven't played enough heist game. I played one so far, and I really like playing it and recording it because it was just fun. It was just kind of like, I don't know, it's new. I guess because it's new, I find it fun. Expect more zombies to come out, especially the BO4 zombies, but that's nearing the end of this month. Don't get too mad, but yeah, that's basically it. It's not too much, but as we're getting here, we see I have all the things prepared. So we have the chicken, the vegetables, the cayenne, and the thing I'm going behind my actual hand, the garlic. Now, for the next part, we only need the chicken, the cayenne pepper, which I almost got wrong, and the garlic. Oh no, sorry, not the cayenne pepper. I mean the chili flakes. What am I thinking? Chicken, garlic, cayenne pepper. It's all good. It's all good. Here we begin. We put a little bit of oil in the pan. You want to heat this up. So you want to kind of fry the chicken a bit. Now, obviously, I'm doing mine in 3 batches. You don't have to, because if you're making it for like one person or maybe like a family of 4, you're probably going to use like a chicken or so. So you only need to do 1 batch of this. I had a lot of chicken, so I had to do like a few batches of it. So basically, you start off with oil, put some butter in there. I don't know. You will see that in a minute. I don't know why it's taking so long. I need to get better at it. Oh, that's why. I forgot. I have to heat up the oil. Yeah, I have to heat up the oil. Yep. Can't forget that, Josh. Got to heat up the oil. And yes, continue. Jesus, look at me trying to be act professional. There's the butter. All right. Now the reason of adding the oil before the butter is so then it doesn't like the butter doesn't just evaporate itself. So the oil is just there. Like you put oil then butter, and apparently it's just like it kind of does this thing where like it doesn't disappear all of a sudden. Obviously add more oil because I didn't, and don't use the oil I did because I don't know, that's the only oil I could find. But instead, throw the garlic in there, and you want to like, you know, just kind of like fry up the garlic a little bit to get like, you know, some kind of color, but also like kind of releasing the flavors into the butter. Turn on the heat at this point. Turn on the heat before you add the chicken in because you don't want the garlic to get fully fried. Add the chicken in little by little. Don't be crazy and add too much chicken like I'm about to do right now. You want to add like the more batches you have to do. It's okay. Just don't go crazy with it. Yeah, look at that. Look at me. Like I was going ham. I was like, oh, chicken. Blah. But yeah, you want to kind of fry it up a little bit. Then you want to add, which I'm gonna add some chili flakes because this like depends on your taste. If you like it spicy, add more chili. Add other stuff if you want to, like any kind of spices you want to add it. Let it kind of get fried up with the chicken, and a bit of lemon, like a little bit of lemon juice, like freshly juiced lemon, just a little bit, not too much. You just kind of that acidity can actually help with kind of the flavor. As you're about to see now, I'm about to sprinkle, I think it's the chili flakes. What am I doing? I've completely forgot what I did today on that day. Yep, chili flakes. Just a little bit, not too much, because you don't want it too spicy. But I like it spicy, and everyone who was coming, you know, they like spicy food as well. So I added a little bit more chili. Now just gonna mix that in, incorporate that to the chicken before you add the lemon, as I'm about to do now. Hey, and this will create kind of some kind of like, you know, kind of smoke releasing some kind of flavor. Obviously just try to get that into the chicken as quickly as possible. I'm not moving as fast as I can due to the fact that I am using one hand to actually stir and the other hand to film on my camera, on my phone actually. So sorry about that. Then we get into the next part, which is the roux. You want to add butter. I'll leave specifics in the description below because mine is different to what you're going to make. I'm making a massive batch. You got to add some flour. I messed up at this point because I thought I was making it. I'm acting like I'm making it for one person. I am making it for a whole party of people. So I needed to add way more butter and way more flour. Now at this point, don't freak out if you have like this kind of clumps forming around. Uh, just make sure you break them up when you add the stock in. I know this is not how you typically make a roux, but it worked out in the end for me, and so just go with it. You want to add the stock. If you're using a whole chicken, use a liter of stock. As I said before, specifics will be in the description below. I'm using 2 because I have 2 chickens, and I have a lot of mouths to feed. So, hey, here's me going crazy, pouring a lot of chicken stock into a big pan. Yes, it was fun, but obviously it got really messy because I was only using one hand, and yeah. That's another tip. Don't use both hands, because stuff will go everywhere. Stuff will go everywhere. Okay, is that okay? Now this is the part I was saying before. You're gonna break down those little balls of roux. Just go crazy with it. If you feel like it's not getting incorporated, like look at, if you see this right now, it doesn't look like it's like thickening up or anything. It's because it's not hot enough. And I realized that later, that this pan was not hot enough. But like, as you see now, I'm currently increasing the heat slowly, because I've just realized that's the way to do it. And after like a little bit, it will start to like thicken up, because the heat, chemistry, science, that kind of thing, creates like it becomes thicker. You just watch: heat, flour, thick. Basic stuff you need to learn right there. You see how sporadic I am? Like just slapping it everywhere? That is because I'm using one hand. I cannot stress this enough, people. Use 2 hands. But as we can see right now, look at that. It's thickened up. How did that happen? Heat. Heat happened. And also I added more flour because my pot's bigger than yours. Or if you're making it the same way as mine, add more flour. The one in the description will be just enough for 1 chicken. Oh yeah, so you can make like a chicken. Wait, what? The recipe in the description will be based around cooking around 1 chicken. If that makes any sense, I'm so sorry. I'm tired. I just had an exam. I'm like dead. I've just added a cayenne pepper here, and as you see, I'm going crazy with. Look at that! Look at that whipping. Jeez. You want to like just taste it, obviously, to make sure that you have the seasoning. Well, you don't need to add any salt, because the chicken stock has a lot of salt, and the chicken that you've just shredded has a lot of salt. Taste for how spicy the actual roux is, because you've added the cayenne pepper in. Obviously, then you add the vegetables, as you can see I've already done here. I used a lot of vegetables, but it worked out fine for me because my roux was very, very thick and had a lot of it. I wanted to cook it in the pan itself, but I was told not to. Don't know why, but I should have, because it would have worked way better in this pan. But obviously, you should use like little ramekins. You won't see me use the ramekin until the end, due to the fact that footage was deleted or got corrupted, and I couldn't use it. And I'm very sad for not using it. But you can have fun with it. It's so mesmerizing just to move, like to stir this in. It just feels nice. It's really relaxing. Put some relaxing music in the background like I did. Stir away and just enjoy it. Like really get in there with it. Turn into Ainsley Harriet right now in the kitchen. Just be like, oh yeah. I'm sorry. I've had another can of Monster. I'm really hyped. All right. With that sip done, I think it's about time to add the chicken in. This is the best part. Just don't forget to wash your hands, obviously, but just go crazy. Just chuck all the chicken in, mix it about, and obviously, if you were doing it, you would be using your right hand to stir and your left hand to throw in the chicken. Or if you're left-handed, you use your left hand to stir and your right hand to throw the chicken in. Everything becomes more smoother. It's just smooth. But this is just chaos because I had to record and I had no one to hold it for me. So yeah, obviously don't be like me. But look at that. You see how that chicken is very like fine and like kind of shredded. It just seems like it's been pulled. It has that kind of that's not good. But it has that kind of like crispy kind of look to it. You see that jump? That's what I was talking about before. So much footage is lost. You don't know what the hell that red thing is. That's the pie that I made. I didn't show that on camera, but I made a smaller version off camera, which we'll see at the end. I'm very sorry about the camera, but here's how I made. Here's me peeling potatoes. Yep, if you want to stick around for this, stick around for this. Basically, these potatoes, you just peel them. If you would like to see me do the mashed potato, as I said before earlier, if you'd like to see me do it, oh, look at that. Look at that idiot go. Tip number 2. Never use a sharp knife to peel potatoes. If you have a peeler, which I do, look at that. Look at me. Look at me walking away from stupidity that I've just realized that I'm just... Oh, I hurt myself. Okay. There you go, smart boy. Now I've got the peeler. But go back to where I was before. If you would like to see me make mashed potato, leave a like, comment saying, make that mash. I want to see how you make your mash. You want to compare it to yours? Maybe you have your own recipe? No problem. But here's me going peeling potatoes. Yep. And I'll probably just cut back to when I show you the end product. Here we go. Can you just look how beautiful this knife cutting is? Look at this. I know I've skipped all the peeling, but I just can't get over the fact of how good this knife cuts. I spent an hour sharpening this knife, and it's just perfect. Like, it cuts through anything like it's butter. It's just muy caliente. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm probably not. Here's me showing you a little bit of how I make the mash. And there he goes. It's away. And here's the end product. Wow, what a jump was that. There you can see the mash in the background. You see my sweet potato. I got pumpkin. I got zucchini. Now watch me. I'm about to dig into this. I take a bite and watch me run for the big pot. Watch me run for the big pot. Because literally I ate this thing and I'm like, I need to finish that pot. That big ass pot in the back. I need to... Oh,